Hello folks, the Celtic Nerd here bringing you another nerdy video. Okay, I'll need to reconnect to the game, there we go. Alright, so...
Commander, sorry I'm a little unfocused. Personal matter. It won't affect my duties.
If it affects my crew, it's my business.
Sir, I don't want to distract from our mission, especially if it turns out to be nothing. But... well, I got pinged by a ghost the other night. Family.
It's only a waste of time if you jerk me around. What is it?
My father was first officer on a ship that went missing 10 years ago. I had not talked to him for 3 years prior. His ship, the Hugo Gernsback, sent an SOS last week, reporting a crash and a request for rescue. Just like that, out of the black. I'm not convinced it isn't just some automated distress signal ticking over. It's been too long.
You'd like us to go take a look at the wreck? See if it's legit?
If the coordinates aren't too far out of our way, I could at least verify the wreck. Who knows, maybe there is actually someone out there. I want to also mention that I don't make a habit of looking for random SOS signals. This was passed to my personal log through Cerberus filters.
Any signs that this was a Cerberus front? Who passed this to you?
I doubt the Elusive Man would let a direct operations stake hold this long. If there's a link, it's probably just about money. Cerberus needs diverse holdings to fund projects like, well, you. And whoever sent this my way covered their tracks. Someone could be fishing for favors, or thought it would get under my skin. Who knows with that bunch?
You didn't get along with your father?
He made no apologies, I'll give him that. You make a mistake, you own up to it. Even if you keep making it. Whatever problems we had were a lifetime ago. I've had 10 years to get to where I am. And as far as I know, he's still a ghost.
Tell me about the Hugo Gernsback and what it was doing.
Privately held frigate. I looked over the mission brief when it disappeared. Nothing stood out. Typical research and grab operation. Find an uncharted planet, stake a claim, and establish as large a presence as you can as fast as possible to shut out competitors.
I think we can spare the time. Pass the coordinates to Joker.
I appreciate that, Commander. I don't expect more than dusty old bones, but...
Alright folks, we're actually going to prioritize that mission. For now, at least. Check everything. There we go. Let's see, there we go. Now, we could retrain our powers. So yeah, that's the thing. It is purely for that. They won't impact.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Now, the galaxy map is going to explode, I imagine. Right, we have a few planets. Chariot here.
Launching probe. Probe launched. Launching probe.
So, let's just double check to see if the galaxy is well. We'll work our way around. Equals to 100. That makes sense. Okay, the Calcium Rift is only 70%, so that might get expanded. And the same goes for the Hades Nexus. We have the Fire Rim, which would allow us to recruit Tally. Omega is the same, 100. The Rosetta system is obviously 0 type. Okay, that is quite interesting. Okay. And theoretically, recruiting Tally could be a big benefit because, again, she is great. I believe she should have like more or less high tech and armor damage, given Geth and whatnot, and generally her expertise. But like I said, we are going to go and help Jacob first. So yeah, this whole area is 0%.
Probe away.
Then once we help Jacob, I am going to have us go to
Probe away.
because by going to
I have detected an anomaly.
Bastards didn't know what hit him. Coming around for a second patrol, looking for survivors. Bastards
Launching
didn't know what
probe.
hit him.
I have found something.
Actually, now that I think about it, I can save all these side quests because they tend to be very short for one video.
Probe
We
launched.
only got like 125 XP previously for complete. So we're not going to be getting like, a lot from them. So I could save them before we recruit a certain ally.
Probe launched.
Yeah.
Probe away.
Go. We have 2 more systems left to check. We'll go off of first. Go to that far area first, then back up to Origins.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Really, this man's going
Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched. Anomaly detected.
General distress. MSV Hugo
Probe
Gernsback.
launched. Something on our sensors.
Okay, here we go, folks. Now, unfortunately, I do. Now, this is where Jacob is going to be at his most interesting. Well, besides from the fact that it turns out there is a member of the party, of our squad, that does have a little crush on him. Like, that's about it. Okay. Right. Gonna mute my mic now.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years. Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as...
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override. Beacon resumed. Pause time 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours.
She even threatened to report if I didn't stop sending messages. Now she's so innocent. They all are. And look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
After a crash, you can't expect the luxury of due process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't know. What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by acting captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Who's in command of this ship? Where are the survivors?
Captain Harris Fairchild reported killed following unscheduled suborbital descent. First Officer Ronald Taylor promoted in-field to acting captain.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo Gernsback is unknown. This beacon has been unattended for several maintenance cycles.
I assume unsafe deceleration refers to the crash. Give me the details.
Following an unspecified impact and sublight drive failure, the Hugo Gernsback made an unscheduled descent at 465% of theoretical recommended suborbital velocity. The Hugo Gernsback then decelerated at 782% of theoretical recommended approach velocity, sustaining significant damage to investment and crew.
Why are you comparing the crash to theoretical speeds?
The Hugo Gernsback was constructed off-world. It is not rated for suborbital descent, and doing so exceeded operational parameters.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours, following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback. Activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Who's in command?
Captain Harris Fairchild.
But where is he now?
The location of the remaining crew of the Hugo
Come on,
Gernsback.
My
let's
father
get
had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
It must have after so long.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The Hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
Who are you? What was your rank on the Gernsback?
I can't think. The leader thinks for us and we serve. So we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them, so they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will come.
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
We've been spotted.
Concussive shot ready.
On target!
I got him!
They didn't have neural decay. They were insane.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They'd better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're from the same group as the ones that attacked us, but these are docile.
Is this an earlier stage, or did the exile make the others violent?
Either way, such a clear gender divide seems odd.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat, to decay. You are cursed with his face.
You certainly seem to have a way with words.
You heard her. I have his face. My father forced the crew to eat toxic food. What the hell?
He has a cruel face. His cruel face.
Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
So, it is very clear what's going on. There's a very clear gender divide. We heard some audio logs about how some of the males, well, one male was rejected repeatedly and was even threatened by a female member of the crew, but he seems very satisfied by the current situation involving like how innocent they've become because of the neurological effects.
Get over here!
And then all the hunters are male. Oh, and you hear what that next said? Weapons are forbidden. The captain demands obedience.
His mechs shoot without question.
Oh.
Not exactly a long-term discipline solution.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Oh, Jacob, you're in denial. The evidence is very clear about what's going on.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
Think on your own time. What's in there?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
There is a situation where, yes, depending on what, like, I can see why you would want the high-ranking members of the crew of the ship to maintain their cognitive faculties, especially if the mechs and all that needed proper, like, authorization codes and whatnot to, you know, maintain their control and whatnot, as well as keeping the beacon repaired, as well as being able to rationalize rationing food so that as many people will not have lingering long-term effects. So it is harsh, but it is defensible.
But they were in a desperate situation.
How long do you stay desperate? The numbers go up from there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers like pets.
Now,
after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
So yeah, now that's when the penny drops. At a certain point, some of the male officers clearly got together and decided, oh, we have the chance to have essentially what some men would consider a utopia for them. But then, obviously, once he had the opportunity, the head honcho is going to want a harem and get greedy, and he then took out the other officers. Come on, folks, my dogs are acting up. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, it's very clear what Jacob's father did, and now that he's in trouble, he's at, activating the beacon.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out, but they did fix it. The signal wasn't sent until now.
Now, keep in mind, folks.
I'm starting to see why.
The beacon was paused for like 8 years and 200 and something days. So that means the beacon was activated probably, and again, he's been missing for about 9 years. So that means, like, it was paused for a long time, and Jacob's dad clearly...
Does it say why he separated the men and the women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
Yeah.
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard, I don't see any justification.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
So yeah, he kept them. Okay, so again, the harsh situation again. Keep the officers' mental faculties stable, so that you can repair the beacon. Beacon then gets repaired. He then realizes, oh, I have an opportunity here that I can end up, so that you can end up having a harem. And then once he probably runs out of safe food, or possibly when he's in danger, he can then activate the beacon whenever to hopefully, get to safety. So yeah, no, it is not looking good for Jacob's dad. Again, this is the most interesting this character is. Like the most interesting thing about this character, and it is a fucking shame. His character is otherwise quite dull.
It's looking like he only activated the beacon because the men have come back ready to fight.
He let this happen, and now it's biting him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
I wouldn't even, personally, I wouldn't call him that. He's a fucking monster.
This is Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free.
God damn it, it's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
Alright, we got...
The old corpse was posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Enemy!
proximity warning.
Careful, I automated my defenses after the attacking.
Plenty of choices. Impact. Hostile ship activated. Excuse me. Rerouting.
Switch to your sniper rifle.
Understood. Scoped and dropped! Hostile!
Requesting assistance. Rerouting.
Get over here!
Impact imminent.
Okay. Oh, nope, there's more. Alright, then we get a new heavy. Nope, just increased damage.
Following!
Collision proximity warning.
Hostile!
He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
On your six.
I'm here.
This should slow him down.
System failing. Impact event. Impact. Hostile forces have engaged.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me.
Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
So, Rivermen were docile. He brainwashes them into a very strict, like, again, programming for defense of him. And now he's just like, oh yeah, just kill my guards. Because I trained them, I conditioned them to just defend me.
Hostiles up ahead! Watch for drones.
They are essentially again, not man, a monster. And of course he has a look at one thing I really hate about this gun is like the charge time. Okay.
Enemy! Hostile drone!
Right with
you. You got it.
Grabbing cover.
What's his... Okay, yeah, he uses...
I got him!
Enemies ahead!
All mine!
Oh shit, cornered. Over. There we go. There we go.
On target.
Once his armor's gone, me and
Going up.
Jacob have the advantage.
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
Oh god, I need someone with anti-armor. It's getting ridiculous. Alright, here we go. The man himself. Anything special? No?
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food
Doesn't
turned them
even
wild.
recognize his son.
They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
And he's claiming that he was put up.
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Doesn't matter. You're running a very questionable setup here, Captain. Explain.
Of course. It was chaos after the crash, and the crew never really accepted me as captain. They rebelled and trapped us here. Once they started eating the toxic food, I couldn't control them. And I couldn't get to the beacon.
Just stop. We know what you did to your crew. Why let this go 10 years?
Who the hell are you?
Taylor. Lieutenant Jacob Taylor.
Jacob? My Jacob?
Not who you expected, Captain?
I was hoping not to have to explain this to him. Or anyone, really. You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance.
Shepard is realizing what's about to happen.
After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
So yeah, that's why he put it off. Like, once the beacon was ready, he's like, oh shit. So during the course of the beacon being repaired, they decided to live out juvenile fantasies. They had women as pets, essentially, and basically servants. But then once the beacon was fixed, they would have to explain themselves to whoever fucking rescued them. So at which point they're like, oh shit, we can't really do that, can we? So him, and then as the acting captain, paused the beacon from doing its job, and then within a month he then killed or arranged, like, I don't know if he did it himself, he gets hands dirty, he either used the mechs or caused situations where then the other officers would then be killed so that he had everyone.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
Can't say this wouldn't be a hell of a vacation, but you don't get to just walk away after all this time.
You're damn right he doesn't. What happened here, I should vent his head. But he's not even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot. My father owned his mistakes. He was a different man. A good man.
Half-charged. You've seen the crazy ones. This won't stop them.
It's not for them, Dad.
Yeah, you could either let the Hunters get at them, or he can take the shot himself. He wanted a quick death. Okay, so Jacob now gets the barrier ability, the ability that I absolutely fucking loved back in the first game, and we get 26,100 credits. Jacob also gets a new outfit, and we get a level up. So there we go, folks. It took a few attempts again against that Mac. I need...
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We can be long gone by the time they get here.
They get as much as a glimpse, and you're restricted to decaf.
Great, may as well serve it in the airlock, you hard ass.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
Really? Because given the result, it feels like something you'd have your hands in.
You know very little about me, Shepard. Don't presume to understand my intentions. Cerberus is ultimately about humanity. My people are valuable to me.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
I love how she decides to step in to the hologram so that, like, the Illusive Man doesn't need to see this. She could have just, you know, said that at the door, we turn around, and then, like, you know, be like, oh, okay, turn off the hologram, like, you know, the communications. But no. She steps in, which means they're standing side by side.
Was this supposed to be a favor, or did you just want to see him squirm?
What he did with it was his own business. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Now see, and now that shows that Miranda is somewhat interesting. She does, like, the way she views Jacob now. Again, she is a bit boring, how she's a Cerberus fangirl. But, like, there's some interesting about her. With Jacob, I just feel bored.
You had no idea Miranda was behind this?
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
You good with this, Jacob?
It's all bull, Shepard. Captain Taylor's body has some catching up to do, but the man died a long time ago. I've already dealt with that. I guess he was a good enough father that even he can't screw up what he taught me.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Let's not make a habit of it.
Okay. And we also unlocked some new research. I don't know if that's a leftover from, you know, what we found on the ships. Let's see. We got it once. And it's almost armor piercing. Oh, heavy pistol. Oh my god, why can I not unlock that now? Oh my god, that is frustrating. And shotguns having shield piercing. Dear god, we are one upgrade from getting, like, all these cool ass fucking things. Oh, dear god. Alright, any armor upgrades? No. Prototypes? No. Okay. Alright, so yeah, folks, this brings us to the end of the Jacob's storyline. Like, that...
Commander, you've received...
That is it.
Incoming message from Admiral Stephen Hackett, Alliance HQ.
Commander Shepard, I need to discuss a sensitive matter with you privately.
I'll take this in my quarters.
Okay, I do not recall this. I was just going to check emails and then take a quick peek at Jacob's new look. But all of a sudden, a cutscene trigger. I'm trying to remember, what DLC was there? There was... Oh, I know the DLC. I know the DLC now.
Commander, thank you for your time. I'll keep this brief. We have a deep cover operative out in Batarian space. Name's Dr. Amanda Kenson. Dr. Kenson recently reported that she found evidence of an imminent Reaper invasion.
So why call me?
Just this morning I received word that the Batarians arrested her. They're holding her in a secret prison outpost on terrorism charges. I need you to infiltrate the prison and get her out of there. As a favor to me, I'm asking you to go in alone.
What is Dr. Kenson actually doing out there?
She's a deep cover operative, Shepard. We talk only when we have to. I'd heard she was investigating a rumor of a Reaper artifact in the system. Her last report said she'd found it.
What else can you tell me about the operative?
Amanda's a top scientist and Alliance agent working in Batarian space. It's a deadly assignment, and she's one of the few up to the challenge. She and I go back pretty far, Commander. I won't let her rot away in a Batarian torture camp.
I thought the Alliance denies the Reaper threat. That must be some proof she found.
Kenson's team found an artifact out in Batarian space. She believes it's a Reaper device, proof that the Reapers are indeed planning to invade. I've known her a long time. If she says she has proof, it's worth checking out.
I have a hell of a squad with me. I'm sure they'd help out.
Kenson is my friend. If the Batarians see a squad of armed soldiers, they'll kill her. This is serious, Commander. Go in with discretion, or don't go at all.
The Batarians won't take kindly to the Alliance breaking into a secret prison.
This is not an Alliance operation. It's one person going in alone to save a friend. If it were an official mission, of course the Batarians would be upset. You keep this quiet, Shepard, and there's nothing to worry about.
I'm on an important mission, Admiral. I'll add this to the list.
The prison is hidden underground in a Batarian outpost in Aratan. I'll upload the coordinates now. Once she's secure, confirm her discovery. We'll debrief you when you're back.
Got it.
Hackett out.
Okay, well, we might as well check the terminal here. Team status. So he is now loyal, and essentially he gets a cool black outfit with Cerberus colors. Okay. He actually, funny enough, matches the special extra look that Miranda gets. Alright, let's check on messages, important request. Dear Sir, Amanda, I'm having scam. Commander, the land soldier to give me this come to register. Shadow Broker Intel. And then that's the Shadow Broker DLC. That is the DLC I want to tackle. If we complete the Shadow Broker DLC, we can respec the crew, and we'll hopefully have something set up to help us deal with I'm just double checking things. There's not much for biotics boosting. Dear God. Increase health by 10%. Like at the moment, that's where things gets funny. Like this is a power boost and a shield boost by 10-15%. At the current state, that increases our weapon damage by 5%. That increases it by 3%. That's another thing. So that's 8 weapon damage boost, and then that increases our shields. So I'm hoping at some point we can discover some armor that will lean more into my biotics, as well as giving me some decent defense. But at the moment, this is the best I have, because this gives us regeneration powers though, so it is handy. And then this is a damage increase, negotiating bonus, and storm speed. I actually like the Inferno armor. It actually does look really cool. But alright, we're going to save here, folks, and actually I leveled up, so we can now at least give warp. There we go, heavy warp. Now, the special power that I unlocked from helping Jacob is warp ammo. So that will be something that will be very useful. I think I'll focus on that next, because having warp ammo means then whenever my heavy warp or singularity is on cooldown, at least I have my gun that can deal warp damage. Like Shockwave is just similar to Singularity, it deals with AoE damage, but again, in terms of combos, Heavy Warp and Singularity is pretty good. Now the only difference is the recharge time of Warp, as you can see, is 6 seconds, which is pretty good. But the thing is, though, as you can see here, Tro has a cooldown of 3 seconds. So you could theoretically pull off a lot more combos with that. And Paul also has, I believe, a very short cooldown. Yes, it does. 9 seconds. And you can do multiple targets or the one. With Paul, I think it would be better to do single. Just because if you really wanted to set up multiple AoEs, you could just use Singularity. But yeah, Warp is one of the only things we have besides from Shockwave that can trigger detonations, I believe. Let's see here. Okay, so it does say if they detonate. Is Warp the only one that detonates? Holy shit! So no matter what, you always need to level up Warp, and then your setups are going to be Pull or Singularity. I like Singularity because Singularity does also deal damage, but as you can see though, the cooldown is like 4.5 seconds. So yeah, like all the abilities, like all the other abilities do have a cooldown less than Warp, but Warp is our detonator. But okay, we've looked at our mail, we talked to Jacob, we completed Jacob's mission. I'm going to end the video here, folks. As I said, I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing out. One name, one sky.